again. Hey teachers, ever feel like your students get it during class, but then by the next week, it's like algebra is a brand new language again? If you're tired of students forgetting the basics and are ready for strategies that will make those concepts really stick, keep watching. If you're new around here, my name is Kathy Martin and I help 6th, 7th, 8th grade and Algebra 1 math teachers experience more aha moments in the classroom with their students, all while saving time and money with their lesson planning and resources. Okay, so let's talk about simplifying tricky abstract ideas. Algebra is full of symbols, letters, and steps that can feel really overwhelming for students. So instead of diving into complex equations from the start, try breaking it down. So let's take a simple equation like this, x plus 3 equals 5. We can simply start by explaining that variables like x are really just unknowns, right? They're just a placeholder for they're just a placeholder, and how, just like solving a mystery, our job is to figure out what it represents. So if we are taking a simple equation like this, we can build up the complexity layer by layer. And if it's possible, we can try to avoid math jargon until the concept itself makes sense. So we don't need to automatically start with variable or one-step equation, right? We can simply refer to simplifying these terms as maybe tidying up the equation before we actually solve. Little changes in language can really help our students avoid feeling overwhelmed and helps them grasp the concepts a little better. Of course, we do have to emphasize the real mathematical, we have to, use real mathematical language. We do need to teach our students the actual word of variable and things like that. But I'm just saying, if we simply start by keeping it simple, it will make keeping it stick a lot easier. Okay, so now that students understand the basics, it's time to make it stick. And that's where practice, fun practice, comes in. One game my students love is something like an equation scavenger hunt. I'll post different equations around the room. Students will solve each equation, and then one answer will take them to the next clue. It adds movement, it keeps their brain engaged, and it turns algebra into this little adventure. Another great tool that I like to use is called a partner quiz. I pair students up. I give each pair a set of practice problems, so they both get the same set of problems. But they both complete the problem from the mini whiteboard. So they will do their x plus 5 or x plus 3 equals 5. They'll both solve it. They'll flip it around. And then they will see, do you have the same answer as me? And, did the answers match? When they explain their steps out loud, it reinforces the process and builds your confidence. Plus, it's kind of like a cool collaborative vibe because it gives them the opportunity to work together, but also solve and do their own work at the same time. Okay, lastly, if you want algebra to stick, make it relevant. Algebra can seem like this big abstract theory, but it's incredibly useful for every day, right? Things that we do almost every day, like budgeting, for example, to create a linear equation. Students can figure out how much money they'd save over time or how long it'll take for them to reach their savings goals. It all connects to something they care about. Or we can do sports analogies using percentages, batting averages, all things that we kind of see in our everyday lives. Anything where they can see variables and equations in action. It's really, really important to keep it relevant for them. When they recognize algebra is just more than their textbook, they'll be more motivated to remember it. So there you have it. A couple of ways to make algebra stick, make it simple, make it fun, and connecting it to their real life. Try out some of these ideas and see how your students respond. Remember, when it feels meaningful and manageable, they're way more likely to remember it and even enjoy it. For your one-stop shop for everything you need to teach 6th, 7th, 8th grade and Algebra 1 math, so that it is truly stress-free, come join the Pre-Algebra Teachers Math membership. Click the button right below in the description box and come join us today. Until next time, bye for now.